Hey guys, this is Heather Chesky, and I am so glad to be here doing another Facebook Live for you guys.
Hey guys, this is Heather.
Forgot to mute that. Sorry about that. That is not supposed to happen. Anyways, I would love just to say hi right now. My name is Heather Chesky, and if you've been following me for long, you know that I do weekly Facebook Lives. Right now, I'm in a current mini series all about marketing for your photography business. If you've never heard of me before, I'm a photographer based in Northern Virginia. I've been running my business pretty successfully for almost 5 years now, and I am now coaching other photographers on how to grow their own business, make income, and make an impact. And today I am super excited to share with you another marketing tip. We have a special guest here today. This is Jen. We're going to be talking a little bit more about appreciation marketing. So when I have worked with photographers in the past, and even in the first couple of years in my business, marketing is just such an overwhelming topic to talk about. And we feel like as photographers, you know, there's so many things that you can do. There's Facebook marketing. There's like partnering with other stores. There's a whole long list of ways you can market. It can be so overwhelming. And if you're like me, you might dabble here, dabble there, and feel like none of it is working. But today I hope to kind of shed light on one easy thing that you can start implementing in your business right now today to start doing marketing. We're going to be talking about appreciation marketing, which is a term that I recently learned. Actually, Jen is the one who shared it with me. So Jen, actually, why don't you first go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jen. I'm mom to 2 kids, and I do a little bit of everything, but one of the things that I'm really passionate about is appreciation marketing. And so what that is general marketing is just that. It's general, right? You put your name out there, you want people to know what you do, that you do a good job, but you're targeting audiences, but not an individual. So appreciation marketing really concentrates on building strong relationships with your clients and your friends, and that way they love you, they want to use you, they want to come back to you, and they tell everybody that you're awesome. So you get lots of referrals that way.
Awesome. So then how do you do appreciation marketing? What's the tool that you use in your company?
Yeah. So my favorite thing to use is send out cards. I've used send out cards with realtors, with nonprofits, with missionaries. I mean, it's amazing because it's a great tool that you can use in multi-platforms. So Send Out Cards is an online card store. When I say that, a lot of people think it's e-cards. It's not an e-card. It's an online store. So you log on, you can choose from hundreds of cards, or what I like to do is completely customize my own cards. So you log on, you choose a card, you make your card, you can add a gift, and then you hit send. And it's actually printed here in the US, and they'll put a stamp on it for you, put it in the mail for you. So once you log on, you're done.
Yep. So it actually sends a physical card to your clients or your prospective clients or whoever you want to build a relationship with. This is something that I've actually used in my business for the past couple of months. Jen and I have been friends for a couple of years, and she's been doing this business for a couple of years. And she told me initially about this opportunity probably a year ago. And, you know, as photographers, you know, we want to be, we want to show appreciation to our clients, and you want to send out thank you cards or, you know, congratulation cards or whatnot. And having that personal written touch is awesome. And that's what I was doing. I used to send out these little thank you cards that I would get. It just says thank you on the bottom, and I would write a message on the back and send it to my clients. But what I have found when I was doing it that way is it was really frustrating for me because, one, I have awful handwriting. So I would want these to look pretty. Like, obviously I'm in a visually based industry. I want the things that I do to look pretty, but my handwriting is just crappy. And oftentimes, like, I would have to scratch things out, use whiteout. I would have to like do the card like over and over again just to make it look legible so my client could read it. And more often than not, it just got me so frustrated that I didn't do it as often as I should have. And then I'd always had to go buy stamps. I had all these extra steps to get it done. So then a couple months ago, I reached back out to Jen because I knew this is a part of my business that I wanted to grow. I wanted to show my clients how grateful I am that they are choosing to do business with me. And I was just getting stuck in like the actual doing it. So she again shared with me the opportunity of Send Out Cards. She sat down with me, gosh, for a while and explained the whole process. And I tried it out. I started off with a little trial program, and I've upgraded my membership because this worked so well. So let me go ahead and show you some examples. So here are 2 cards that that have sent out, and let me see, there's one, and here's another. But basically, these are when when a client comes to be photographed for me. I photograph high school seniors primarily. We have the order appointment. They select which images they'd like for their albums and wall art and whatnot. And then I go and order those items with my professional lab. And while I'm doing that, I take one of their images that I already know is their favorite. This is Jordan. She's awesome. You've probably seen a lot of her because I love photographing her. But anyways, I take one of her favorite images. I put it on the card with a nice hello beautiful because, she's gorgeous. And then I write a message on the inside, just, thanking her for, choosing me as her photographer and how much fun we had. And this is something that I do online right after I order her products. I bring over her favorite image into Send Out Cards, create the card all online, and then Send Out Card mails it to them. A cool feature that Send Out Cards has is scheduling it. So I can actually schedule this out for a couple of weeks because I know it's going to take a couple of weeks for me to actually get the products to my clients, and I want the cards to arrive a week or 2 after that, so I can actually schedule it out for a month out, and I can still be very intentional about my marketing. So then, and she still gets it, and this is awesome. So actually, I'm jumping around here. So basically what we want to do today, now that you guys have a better idea of what Send Out Cards is actually the 3 tips that you can start using in your business right now to show appreciation to your clients. So the first one is just simply to be genuine. Send Out Cards, what was the motto of Send Out Cards? They have this awesome motto.
We like to say changing lives one card at a time.
Changing lives one card at a time, which is awesome. Like, I mean, have you guys ever gotten like a card in the mail on an awful day, and it just really just brightens your day? Jen has actually sent me a couple of cards over the years, and like they come at the most perfect time. So just being on the receiving end, it's just like, oh wow, somebody thought of me, and that just makes you feel really good. So just really be genuine when you're doing this. I mean, with Send Out Cards, and we're on Facebook all the time, so we get people, see people's updates a lot. Most recently, I photographed a couple about 2 years ago, and they just had their baby, and they're posting photos of their gorgeous brand new baby girl online. And so what I did is I saved one of the photos that they already took, and I sent a congratulation card. So they got a card like this from me that said congratulations, and it was a picture of their daughter. And so they got this card in the mail, and it was just a great way to continue building the relationship with them. Even though I photographed their wedding years ago, it still shows that I care about them, and I want to celebrate life with them. And so you can really do that for anything. If you photograph seniors like me, you can do it during graduation, obviously during Christmas. Birthdays are also a good one. And so the cool thing is, we'll get to that point in a minute. So I'm skipping ahead. Yeah, I'm too excited. So the second point is, or the second tip is to be personal about it. So as opposed to what I used to do, and I can't find it now. So what I used to do is send out these plain blank cards, which, they're nice. It's not personal though. They don't have a photo on it. Like, I would rather, if I were a mom of a senior, I would rather get a card with my daughter on it than this blank card. This is going to get tossed in the mail, or tossed in the trash. Yeah, tossed in the mail first, but then tossed in the trash. So this is going to get tossed in the trash, and that's fine. But like, if you send a card with, like somebody's daughter on it, or son, or whomever, or if you photograph weddings, the bride and groom, they're going to want to put it up on the refrigerator with a magnet. And you can also be intentional and have your logo at the bottom, and that way whenever they have friends over at the house or family, they can actually see that gorgeous photo. That gorgeous photo and with your logo on it. So you're always going to be at the top of somebody's mind, and your images are going to shine in their house. Anything else you want to add to that one?
Yeah, I mean, I just love this for photographers because you are making it so personal, and you're celebrating with them, and it's just a wonderful way of having people not only feel appreciated, but like you said, they'll keep it and they'll remember you.
Right. That's awesome. So the third tip we have is to be efficient. Yes. So Jen and I are both moms with young kids. Life is crazy. So if you are a mom out there, or if you work another part or job and you're trying to grow your side photography business or whatever it is, life is just busy. And how many times have you, wanted to do something, wanted to text a friend or wanting to send a card because you want to show people that you actually care, but life gets crazy. The kid is screaming, food's thrown on the floor, and you have other things, other obligations that you have to attend to that sometimes it just slips your mind. So one of the things that I love about send out cards that I already briefly mentioned was the scheduling feature. Jen and I were talking about this before going live, and she actually had this really awesome quote that I wrote down and I wanted to share because it was so good. But basically it's like when you, where is it? Now I have to read my handwriting. Yeah, see here. Can you guys read that? My notes. You can't read it at all. I can't even read it. How would I expect my clients to read it? So basically she said it's not any less genuine when you schedule a card. It's about being intentional and efficient with your time, and it can still show your friends, your clients, your prospects how much you would care and appreciate them, but just be intentional. So with send out cards, you have that ability to schedule cards out. So when I'm doing this, I obviously do it right after I place a client order, and I go right in there right away. But let's say I already know when their birthday is going to be 2 months down the road. I can pick another photo, do a birthday card, and schedule that out for 2 months later so that they get it during their birthday. Let's say if you photograph brides and grooms, their 1 year anniversary is going to be coming around. The exact date of when that anniversary is. So you can even schedule up to a year out with send out cards. You can already upload their photo onto a card and have it say happy anniversary, and then schedule it out for a year. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to remember it. It is just done for you, which is super, super nice, right?
Not a lot of stuff is done for us.
Yes. So those are our 3 tips. Basically, is to be genuine with your cards, be personal, and be efficient. I have tried doing this with handwriting cards, and it just failed miserably. Send out cards is an awesome tool to use that looks very professional, that is branded to me, that actually has that personal touch with my client photos on them, and I don't have to look for stamps. I don't have to find an envelope. I don't have to, go to Target and make sure I pick up stamps when I go grocery shopping. I can't tell you how many times I forgot to buy stamps when I was at the store and had to make an extra trip. So you just save a whole lot of time doing it, and really just show your clients how much you care about them. I do see a couple people popped on live. So if you are on live, go ahead and say hey in the comments section. Let us know what you think so far of this. I'm actually, for those of you who are interested, I would love for Jen to share a little bit more about how you guys can get started in this. So why don't you take it away?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a link in the comment section or somewhere where you can get started with a trial run if you feel like, hey, I want to do this and I want to get the best price, but maybe you don't know where to start. Also, I'd love for you to private message me if you have questions, because there's so many awesome features with this. And what I really like to do for people is help kind of navigate which maybe they don't need and which options maybe would be great for them and really help their business, and kind of customize it to their client list as well. So yeah, there's so many fun things, from being able to do handwriting fonts to actually customizing the whole back of the card. You can send gifts along with it. So yeah,
that's true. I didn't even mention that. You can send homemade gifts. I've sent brownies a couple of times. I've sent there's some sort of lemon cookies, something like that. I've sent them to myself because I wanted to taste them, and they're really good. So this is actually just it's super simple,
it's super, super simple, but there's so many applications. So that's why I'd love to just help you kind of tailor it for what your needs would be. And so yeah, if you want to send me a private message or check out the link.
Yes. What I showed you guys today with what I do, it's barely scratching the surface. Jen is a lot more knowledgeable on send out cards and can totally set you up for what works best for you, and really personalize it to your business, your brand, and what you want out of it. As I said earlier, I started with a pay-as-you-go option, and it's actually really affordable, no less or no more expensive than just buying cards and writing them.
No, a card like this is less than $1.50.
Yeah, and then I don't have to worry about a stamp. So factor in 49 cents for a stamp. Just the ease of scheduling it and not having to have my ugly writing on it. And it's great. So yeah, I started off with a pay as you go to see how much I would use it. And then I have now jumped up to a subscription based, where I get a certain amount of cards every month, and I'm going through those, and it's really easy, and it's fun too.
Yeah. And the points, I'd like to say that the way that it works is the points roll over. So if you use more cards one month than another, which happens, the points just roll over. So you use it as you need it. You don't lose them. So,
awesome.
Lots of fun stuff.
Awesome. So if you guys have any questions about this, also post them in the comment section. Both Jen and I can pop back in later today and answer them as they pop up. Again, Jen's link to her Send Out Card site will be in the comment section, or the blurb before. We'll go ahead and add that in so you can check that out. And if you're a photographer who wants more marketing tips, keep coming back and tuning in live, because I'll be sharing more along the way. I also do private coaching for aspiring photographers who want to make income and have an impact in their community. So if you're interested in coaching, go ahead and private message me about that. Otherwise, I think that is, all that we have to share. It's just really just show the people that you do business with how much you appreciate their business. And this is one of the best ways that I've seen to do that. That doesn't suck a whole lot of time out of you, or money for that matter. So that is it. You guys, I hope you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.